Hey dreamers, this is Jechta Plays, and today we're going to continue with Santa's Secret. It's a community event from made by YahDeh, and she is a lovely dreamer. And she came up with this event. Well, we already had there was already one last year, but I didn't do that one because I had no idea there was one. But last year was very chaotic for me anyway, so I can't really remember last year. But yeah, I'm joining it today, and we did some cable management. At least the beginning. We're going to continue doing those. We already painted two of them. Like we made one red and one like a normal gray one. And so what we're going to do today is that we're going to cable management. We're doing cable management in the whole creation, so that like all pipelines are going everywhere. And I'll make a yellow one as well, and the yellow one goes straight forward. That goes to the entrance, like to the exit, basically, where you go to something. I cannot spoil it yet, but if you already know or like recognize this creation by now, or if you have watched YahDeh's community events, you already have seen the end result, of course. Or if you have already been on my profile in the Dreamweverse, then you probably have seen it. I don't really know how we're going to send this. I think I need to send this to YahDeh as a collaboration, I think. I don't know how she wants to receive this. I still need to ask. But yeah, let's a short intro this time, because like I had like a very long intro last time, because like I needed to explain stuff. So let's go straight into it. So we need to have like another one eventually. But first, I need to go inside the sculpt. And there's another one that I need to paint. And that's the corner. That's this one here. So we're going to clone this. All right. And this one goes a little bit. Oh, right. There's another thing what we need. And that I forgot to do. We need also a smaller part section of the pipe, so that I can like make them closer to each other, right? So we need actually a little bit more than this, but it's fine. We will work on it. But first we're going to make this red, like so. Does it have to be super precise redness? Because like you want to have that. It looks like it's let me turn on the. You really want to make sure that like it looks a little bit red, like red with like I don't know, like rust or something like that. So painting the corners. Make sure that painting is everywhere. Not missing a spot. So, basically, and alright. I need to... I keep doing it. I keep doing it. I need to go inside the group. I also see that they are not like lined up. I don't know why that was. Probably didn't moved one correctly. But yeah, so what we need is like we need to have an extra. I can maybe also do the. No, we cannot do it. Or maybe we can do it. Well, problem solved. Well, problem solved. Never mind. Luckily, that part was still enough to cut. So now, like, it can stay close with the other one. So, let's bring back the lighting. Nice. So this cable runs then next to the other one. Let's don't forget to go in the group. And then we can like flip this around. And it should fit. There we go. So now we have 2 cables. And the red one goes in this direction. And then we're going to make another one that's yellow. And that goes in that direction. Alright, so for people that like... I think it's also maybe a nice color scheme as well. Plus, yellow was the person's favorite color, and I kind of want to use that as a key to go to that doorway. What's my plan to do it. I see that I'm that's maybe because like we made the corner, of course, elsewhere. Yeah. Or not. No, I think I went somewhere wrong. Yes, I went wrong here. There you go. There you go. Kind of want to make it look sense, you know. Need to So there's like red cable going to this direction. We're not going to see this here. I will probably thinking of like some fire smoke coming out of this doorway. So you're like okay, that one is like not safe to go there, and make it like a little bit darker here, so you're not really seeing much happening in that particular part. All right, I think we can do the yellow line. So that one is going exist next to this one. And yeah, so without further ado, let's paint it. I can make it so like there's a little bit like an space in it. So you know, like, okay, this cable is a different one. So we're going to and also use studio light. I did already used, of course, red paint over it. So let's see how that's going to look like if we're going to yellow over it as well. Oh, need to use a little bit soft blend. But not too much. Maybe halfway. This will absolutely increase the thermo because like it's like a separate sculpt again. I cannot like avoid that, sadly. Unless I make everything like one sculpt. But yeah, that's a little bit of the downside of like I can of course like make like change it in the color section or color UI or color UI as color UI. That's of course like a possibility to do that, but that means that we're also going to touch those grappers. I don't know what to call it, but I don't like that, so that's why I'm repainting it anyways. And it's not a game, so I have a little bit more room for graphics instead of like worrying about it. Like normally when I sculpt things in for my own game, for example, I need to make sure that like they use as less graphics as possible. So every prop needs to be cost less than, or not less, but like at least cost 1%. Because like if you want to place that into your scene, you want to have at least like for my game, I want to have like as much props in there, like unique props, to make the game look unique, you know, like so like that's why I have to think about that if I do stuff for myself. But on this creation we don't really have to pay much attention to it. Should maybe have like picked the black one But it's kind of, I don't know, like I kind of like that the red is the rust one on this one here. So maybe it's not a bad idea that I painted over the red version instead. So oh yeah. Let me see, we're not forgetting anything. No, I think this is quite good. Let me see how it looks in light. Yeah, I think that quite works well, especially like with the red around it. You know, like they're not like super clean cables. Yeah, I can still definitely see this is working. Then we're going to clone this. And this one goes. This one doesn't need. Oh, maybe what we can do. Let me make sure these are connected to each other, because I kind of want to make that like it's overlapping a little bit better. We don't have to worry about it so much. Like, yeah, it's not perfect, but also because like the one is bigger than the other one, it looks like that. Okay. Am I using no? Then I can paint whatever I want, but then there's nothing happening. Okay, yeah, this is fine. You're not really seeing it much now anymore. It almost became like, yeah, okay, we probably need to paint it a little bit more red, Jechta, because yellow, because like this is ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense what we're doing here. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, I don't want to make it orange. Like, like the person's color, the favorite color was not orange, it was yellow. So, now it already become a little bit more of like orange because of like the lighting that we're already using in here. So it does sort of make sense that like it's happening. Let me see if this is better. Yeah, that is better. Not good enough yet, but it's better. I like to have a little bit more rust underneath those wrap thingies. There we go. Yeah, this is good for me. This will work. This works for me. And we can always repaint it or change it a little bit here and there. Okay, now I'm just going to clone it a few times. Not sure how many I need, but did I got enough? I did too much. I did too much. Oh, it just reached. It just reached it like perfectly. The only thing that I probably need to tweak a little bit is this thing needs to go a little bit more down. Like in grid or so. Not that far. Like this. And then we need to pull this also a little bit more down. Oh. Like so. Then we all need to change then this here. Oh wait, it already did everything? Oh, nice. I didn't know that was like nice. Nice. Okay. And yeah, there's also like a black. This one we're going to get rid of, by the way. Oh, not that one. This one. There's also still black cable going on here. Maybe we can make it so. Let me see. What is a good way to do this? Yeah, maybe just like the black one is also just doing its thing, you know? There you go. Is there a reason why we're not reaching the same way? That is maybe because of that the other cable yeah, let me see. Okay, yeah, no, they start the same one. Not really. Don't know why that is. Let me see if I can fix this. I'm just going to delete this again. What I can do. No, these are all looking the same. I kind of want to try to make it so that like these cables are going in the same way as the other one. I'm not sure if this is going to like work. Okay. Probably have to like, yeah. Okay, that's odd. Well, it is not odd. Then I probably have to do it like it should be. Well, yeah. Then I do it. Then I need to like overlap them each other a little bit. So now they are like the same way again. That's a way to do it. Because I kind of want to make it so that they are both. Oh, then we're not coming out here. Oh well. I can overlap again. Totally fine to do that, but that means. Oh boy. Let me think. I can maybe do oh. I mean, how annoying is it when the last section of these cables have more like more holders? Is that going to be super annoying to see? I don't know. Like eventually, I mean, I don't think if I was like talking about it, probably no one would even notice. In the beginning anyway. Wait, how is it now still not the same? I'm confused. Okay. Maybe we only need a little bit now. Like so. So it's a little bit overlapping, and yeah, maybe it looks a little bit weird that there are a little bit more things over there, but I think it's not going to be seen as much. So that cable is also done. Now the question is it enough? Is this enough cable? I don't know. I kind of also want to have like stuff on the wall with cables and stuff like that. So this is definitely not going to be it. But at least like the red cable, the red line goes here. And when the door opens, like the door opens like this, it makes sense, I guess. And we also instantly fixed the issue when I was like opening the door that it was glitching to the wall, and now it's not because like we had to lower it. So win-win. Win-win for everybody. I only need to change that. There's like a very tiny little detail that I'm going to add, and hopefully I can reuse this for what I have in mind. Now this is like super tiny little detail. Make sure like it's swinged in the center. And probably I need to that's because like these cables are not really fully in okay, something like this. I had to do it manually. Like so. We do need to do it on the other side as well. Flip it around. There you go. It should make sense that the cables are going somewhere in, right? And they go somewhere out. And luckily we can reuse some assets, so we don't have to worry about more graphics thermo, although it will rise up eventually, the gameplay thermo, but we don't have to worry that much. Because I don't want to say I'm almost done. I'm not. But the gameplay thermo is probably going to be for me the all the wall stuff, like when we're going to hit the cables in the wall. That's going to be for me the it's also being a little bit like tricky. There we go. Nice. And was there one cable or two cables on the other side? Oh, there's only one cable here. We don't need this. All right. Yeah, because like here goes the red one. Yeah, I kind of like it. Oh, we forgot there as well. We're going to clone these things here. Flip it the other side. Follow the cable. Oh, it fits perfect. Nice. So that looks good to me. Let me see in the camera mode, because we're going to use this camera settings for the settings. So yeah, I'm not really sure how am I going to visualize it. Oh, there's one thing I do see, by the way. Do you see it as well? You can see that like the sun reflects on the cable first. And if you have watched my previous video, you know how we're going to solve that issue. So let me go remove this. Okay, so what is the issue? The sun hits on the cable here because like as when we have reached a certain amount of like distance in the creation. That is something like the engine like has troubles with when things get smaller, when objects get smaller. The further you're away from a sculpture, the sculpture get lower resolution, right? That's like how the engine works, or basically how most engines are working. But we can like make it so that this is not going to happen. But how are we going to do that? Well, we did that with these things here. So all what we need to do, we have to be careful with this one. Because I don't want to cause shadow there. But I have to be careful that we're not hitting here some weird shadows. But now you can see there's no sun reflection on the cable anymore. The further we're going away from it. So we fixed it. It's a cheap solution. It's a very cheap solution, but it's a solution. And it just creates some darker spots in the creation. So nice. So we did that. Wait, did I move now things? Yeah, I did. Sorry. I was like, huh? Okay. So that's like done. So now we can just like say preview invisibility, so no one will ever know that we kind of cheated the way how reflections are working in dreams, or like light or reflection in dreams. So we dealt with this. No one will know. No one will ever know that we use that. You will see it when we like look out on the top. You will see the shadow, really random shadow. I did one here as well. The reason why I did that is to stop casting here shadow, because I know that the here is going to be in doorway, so I just like pretended that was going to be in door. But I need to look at the original creation if there isn't door or not. Yeah, so this is like, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the camera. I think I'm going to do the zooming the camera, a little bit of like following. Maybe he or she can choose the lines. So for example, I will make choices. So like you can say like, I want to see the red line, follow that. You have like an option, follow the red line or follow the yellow line, and red line leads to that basically, and the yellow line leads to something else, because the yellow line is the line, the favorite color of the person. That's the idea still. So probably going to have some main menu, or like not the main menu, but like a sort of like a simple menu option saying follow the red line or follow the yellow line. I think that I still need to make some environmental stuff, some background mountains, but I think I will do it like simple versions, because it's in the distance anyway and you're not going to see it much in my creation, because you're not going to be able to like look outside. But yeah, this is what we have so far, and it looks so much like more like with those pipes and everything like that. It looks like everything is like belong to each other, right? With those lines here, like, yeah, I definitely like this. All right, but we are not done. Far from it. We are far from done. But sometimes I have to like look in my scene and see if like things goes well, and if things looks well, and if I'm not like, maybe I can change here and there stuff. So that's what I was doing. So I kind of was also thinking to have stuff on the wall that like little cables, so not like these big pipes, but actual smaller cables going like sideways the wall, maybe some cables on the ground. I really want to make it like it looks like it's been lived here and stuff like that. So I'm going to make some like futuristic machines, maybe something that like and I come now to impart that this is not original in in the I already have that with the cables. The cables are not original in the OG game, but everything from now on for a moment it's an additional thing to do it, so make the scene more alive. So all the props that I'm going to sculpt right now, it's not really in the original version, but the reason why I'm doing it is so that I really want to make that scene being alive. So that's why I'm doing it. So I'm going to make cables on the ground, just laying there, like, I don't know, like some people left it on the ground. Now I haven't really did much, or not at all actually, sci-fi related stuff. I did do some cyberpunk. You can see that on my YouTube video as well. Like I made some cyber street stuff, but not really like sci-fi things. Besides maybe this weird little thing here, which is in the original game, by the way. That's not like something like I did. This is like I made my version of it, but this is actually how that is in the game. But I was thinking, what if there is what if there are some cables hanging out, or outside, like out of the devices. I'm going to try to sculpt, because like to make it a simple simple sculpt version of it. But yeah, I don't know. So we're going to start with is this the right red, or maybe a little bit darker? Like this fits more with that one over there. Yes. And I'm going to use mirror mode for this. It's going to be this, like, I'm trying to make it sci-fi, but simple designs. Because I don't want to make it so this is going to be a like sort of box. I don't know. Where there are cables inside. Maybe I can make it like so. Just a weird device. like a device that like it's connecting the cables, or like maybe this is a security device, or I don't know. I don't know. So I'm designing it a little bit. I have no idea. I'm doing it completely out of my hat. It is always fun to do that, but you never know what you got, right? See, maybe make this a little bit more rounder, like so. And push this a little bit inside. Oh, maybe, actually, maybe not. Because like, yeah, maybe we can like push it more inside like this, but I kind of want to have that there are like cables going out. Oh. So, and then we need to make holes here for our cables. Oh. Oh, no. I only want to make it smaller. 3 cables. I think 3 cables is pretty nice and pretty neat. And maybe we can already do some settings on this. Not sure if it's going to be... Is it reflective or not? I don't know if it's reflective. Maybe not. Maybe it should be more of a metal side. Okay. Let's paint first before we actually go to connect cables on it. Yeah. No grid. And we're going to use a little bit darker red. Oh, not sculpt. But paint. Darker red. Will do the trick as well. You can also use black if you want that. But we're not going to do it. I'm going to use square. No, we're not going to use a square. I'm going to use the wedge technique. And we'll leave a hole inside. Actually, this already pretty much outdid what I wanted, sort of. Okay, and now we can like do something like this. Opacity a little bit lower. A little bit bigger. Come on. Come on. No. There we go. Make it a little bit dirty. Dirty. So the backside. I don't want to make it like it's super clean or anything like that. I really want to make it so that like it's been used a lot. Okay. I think I'm going to yeah, this is a very good question. However, how are we going to I think that the cables are just going to be black, these ones. These don't have any colors. So these are just like black grayish. The only question is, am I going to use curve tool for this? Or am I going to go for... So what I was thinking... let me use Studio Light for this for now. Like it's small cables. Something like that. I was thinking, should I use the same technique that we did before? Or are we actually going to... for this way? Let me stamp it and see how that looks. Because I kind of wanted that like the cables are going to like maybe go this way and also going into the wall. I don't know, and then they turn into like you're not seeing it, but they're going inside that wall. So we're going to make some guides, and we can like make multiple versions of this so that everything looks different. And yeah. Du, du, du. You're still in one skill, by the way. You can see. Save time, you know. Okay, now it's going to be a little bit tricky. Because it doesn't start straight. Oh no. This is not easy to do, but I'm trying it anyway. The reason why I'm not really a big fan of like curve tools is this is the reason why. Because they never go or do what I want. Yeah, about that. Well, oh, yeah, apparently you cannot snap it while we're adding it. Is this straight now? I don't know. It's really hard to tell. Maybe go a little bit inside here. Normally I'm not like a big fan of using this, but I hope that I can manage it. Somehow. Let me see. How is this looking? It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Okay. Maybe I need to bring this a little bit more down. I mean, it doesn't have to be super perfect, but I don't want to like go too easy on it. Okay, so this one is like we can stretch this. I'm not going to stretch it too far out. Are we already good? Oh, I think we're already good. Like, because like the more complex, you don't want to make it too complex with the sculpture. So far I kind of like it. I mean, like it's okay. I think I can do a little bit better job if I do it like with the other technique, but I think to speed up the process a little bit of what we are doing, this is definitely not bad. We probably need to maybe one more. That will do it. Now we only need to it increased a little bit the complexity of this. But the good thing is that like we not coming any much near this one. I don't think increasing is going to help much. No, we already reached the maximum of that sculpt, sadly. Yeah, that's a little bit like the downside of this. Let's see how that looks in lighting. Oh yeah, it's like what I can try to do is chop it in pieces. So to make it less complex. Because I think now it's like the sculpt still looks okay. Yes, it does. Can we still increase it? Yes, we can. I'm going to increase it super high. To the maximum. Let's see. Okay, this is the highest I can get. Let's see what happens if we do it like this. And let's see if like the complexity is still going to be lesser, or is it actually going to help us out eventually if we so how is the sculpture still looking? It looks fine to me. Maybe I need to leave it like here. And then make it so let's straighten this out. Can do that. Oh, that is going to ruin here. Maybe we can do it like so. Oh. There you go. Oh, really? Okay, fine. Like, luckily it's still saved in our last thing we did, so we can do it like this. And then we need to do it again. For this one here. I'm going to chop it in pieces. So basically what we did with the other with the big pipes. So I'm going to leave it like this, and then we're going to make another sculpt. And that only has those straight ones. And then we have another one that only has those curved ones. So we can reuse these like cables like over and over in different ways. So we only need to make one. It will rise up graphics a little bit. But yeah. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to delete all this. Wait a minute. If I have a better idea. Maybe I have a better idea. Okay, look what I'm going to do. We're going to cut this out. Cut out. Like so. There you go. So now we have those things. And this one still... well, not really. Was that because we added... Oh, that was because like, we edited. I mean, from afar, you're not really seeing it, so... Let me see with the camera. Yeah, you're not going to see it much at all. Yeah, this is totally fine. Yeah, we're not going to see it. Okay. So we can reuse this now. And now we also need to use those corners again. So what I'm doing... I can cut this out already. Cut out. There we go. Now we have also a corner cable that we can reuse. So for example, and make it look like this. Something like that. So now it looks like. So basically, what we can do now, we can like make different designs in. The only thing that we still need to add like is those grab thingies again, so like it makes sense that they are actually attached to the wall. It's a minor, tiny little detail, but hey, we're going for detail here. So yeah, that's our next goal. I think I'm going to leave this video for here because like I know that like the next section of the video we're going to focus a lot more to cable management, multiple more devices attached to the wall. So it's still a lot to do, and also we're going to make cables on the ground so that like it's a little bit messy on the floor. Yeah, that's what we're going to do in the next video. For now, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video so far, and I hope you like the creation so far. And if the person is watching that this creation is from, I really hope you like and enjoy this whole series to see how this whole thing came alive. So I'm going to say thank you so much for watching and see you next time. As always, don't forget to dream. Bye bye.